Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Narissa and welcome back to a recipe video. So today I want to share with you one of my favorite summer recipes. It's called grilled corn, tomato, and avocado salad. I call it summer vegetable garden salad. I got this recipe from my mom a few years ago and it's just so good, especially on a hot summer day when you want something light and something cold. So the recipe calls for a few different vegetables and then this honey lime dressing. So the honey lime dressing is really good. It will actually be a great dressing for other salads as well. So I got out 3 limes. I wasn't sure how much lime juice I could get out of them, and I need 1/4 cup lime juice, and that was about 2 limes. And then I also need 1/4 cup of olive oil, as well as 1 tablespoon of honey. And I always add just a little bit extra honey. I like it on the sweeter side. And then the equivalent of 1 garlic clove minced. So I just added 1 teaspoon of garlic there, as well as 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. I actually went shy on the pepper. I only added about 1/4 teaspoon. And then we're going to whisk it all up and combine it together and set it aside while we make the rest of our salad. So you saw me add my sweet corn to the bowl. This is the equivalent of about 4 ears of corn, and to really make this salad great, you can grill your ears of corn. So this would equal about 4 cups. So you can use 4 cups of any type of corn that you have. The sweet corn is not quite ready around my area in the Midwest, and neither are my tomatoes. We had such a cold beginning of the summer that all of my tomatoes, well, and all of the produce in the area got a late start, as well as the flooding. So anyway, I'm using bagged sweet corn that I had prepared and put away in 2018. So that is about 4 cups. And then I am using 1 pint of grape tomatoes. And I like to have them, but sometimes quarter them. These were actually really big. So here I'm just showing you my avocados, the difference between the two. One was a little riper than the other, and you can tell how ripe they are by popping off the part of the stem on the end of the avocado. And if it comes off really easily and it's brown underneath, then it's really ripe. If it won't come off at all, it's not close to even ripe at all. So this contraption that I am using is an avocado an avocado slicer, pitter, as well as cutter. It's an OXO brand. I can link it below. I really like this little contraption here. It works pretty well. Now the recipe only calls for 1 avocado. Actually, it's only 1/2 of an avocado, and that is not nearly enough for me. So I added 2 avocados, and actually could have added another one. But my avocados were just a tad too ripe. I would have preferred them to be a little more firm, but that's okay. So the next ingredient for this summer vegetable salad is the cilantro, which I think definitely makes this salad and brings it all together. So I have a lot of cilantro growing outside in my herb garden. It actually has spread and is growing everywhere. This herb did not mind the flooding that we had this summer, and you can see it's even just a little bit woody or stemmy. So I'm doing my best to get the leaves off, and the recipe calls for approximately 1/2 cup of finely chopped cilantro. am using my Rada knife to chop up the cilantro. Has anyone ever heard of this brand of knives? I really like them. I got this particular knife as a wedding present, I believe, several years ago, and I use it all the time. I really like it. And they come with different sets and a lot of different knives for different applications. So I will try and find them and link them below in case you are curious about the Rada knives. So I needed a little bit more cilantro, so I picked a few more leaves to make my half a cup. And now I'm just going to clean up my workstation here because I have made quite the mess. So that is it. Now it's time to combine everything together. So you can grab the dressing that you set aside and pour it over your corn and tomatoes and avocado. And you may think that that is a little bit too much dressing when you mix everything together, especially if you don't use as much avocado as I did. But just remember that the vegetables will absorb some of that dressing, and also when you refrigerate it, it will thicken up a little bit. So I gave it a taste test and I'm like, man, it's missing something. Well, I forgot to add the cilantro. So I added the cilantro, mixed everything up again, gave it a taste test, and it is perfect. And it will get even better as it sits in the refrigerator for a little bit. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.